How to avoid saying something you'll regret in your next media interview, inspired by this media interview.
I guess the best way to describe it is it was the worst day of my life. And in some ways, the greatest day of my life in terms of my city.
Many of you know that was Rudy Giuliani. Many of you know Rudy Giuliani from his association with former President Trump. But there's a lot of people my age and above who remember Rudy Giuliani as America's mayor. Like the best mayor in America coming out of 9/11. I remember watching his press conferences, how impressive he was speaking off the cuff. And that is the biggest risk that you can take in a media interview nowadays. How you avoid saying something you'll regret later is if you do not prepare now for what is going to be broadcast later or shared later on social media. Rudy Giuliani is still doing media interviews like he's America's mayor. He's not doing interviews like a guy who is heavily scrutinized every single time he opens his mouth. What he did wrong in this media interview, in fairness, what he was trying to say, it was his greatest day because he saw his city, New York City, pull together. He was trying to talk about its resiliency in 9/11 and the days following. But we only got that clip, how it was the greatest day in his life. And that matches the current narrative of Rudy Giuliani perfectly. So how to avoid saying something that you will regret later in a media interview is to prepare for that media interview. Make sure you have one key message that you want to say, make it within 280 characters, Twitter, and make sure it is in alignment with what you are trying to convey in that media interview. And then add it with a bunch of talking points. But you want the reporter to pick up on that one key statement. And you don't want it to sound anything like that.